Internet.
When you know I gotta have your love. I wanna love you, yeah, yeah, over and over again. Love you, yeah, over and over. Hey, love you, love you, for love. I wanna love. When you know I gotta have your love. I wanna love you, yeah, yeah, over and over again. Love you, yeah, over and over. Hey, love you, love you, for love. I wanna love. It's something I could live.
Internet.
It was your love I knew. It was your love I could live. It's something I knew. It was your love I could live. It's something I knew. It was your love I could live. It's something I knew. It was your love I could live. It's something It was your love I could live. It's something I could live. It was your love I knew. If I live right like today.
Internet.
Hey, how's it going? Apologies for the late start. But we're here. We're chilling. Gamer Alts in the chat. We got Alcont 90. What's going on? We got Joey Macaroni. I thought you stopped playing Fly High. No, I'm still playing. On Twitch, we got Kiriako, we got X Toby, and we got Aino. Yeah, we're still playing Fly High on the channel. Even though like K&B is kind of the new wave, it's what we're going to be doing a lot of content on. That doesn't mean we're dropping Fly High, because there's still a lot of people who are watching Fly High and aren't watching K&B. So we're going to be doing Fly High today for the first 3 hours. So we're gonna be streaming from now till 3. So 3 hours from now, depending on where you are in the world. Then we're gonna be taking a break. So a 3-hour break technically. And then 6 p.m. Pacific, we'll be back on KNB because then M.Dot's gonna be live. And then we're gonna play together for roughly 3 to 4 hours. I actually need to start limiting the KNB streams because I've been streaming for like the length of the streams are too long. 7 hours, 8.5 hours. Like I've been playing for way too long. So just to because the thing is if I'm playing for way too long, then the quality kind of drops in terms of the content. So if we shorten it a little bit more, I mean 4 hours is still plenty of time, 3 hours, whatever. And then we can it can still be like fresh, you know. I won't get burnt out by playing it a lot. But for the people in the Fly High stream right now that are KNB fans, if you have KNB questions, you can always drop them in the comments, as do the Haikyu people do in the KNB streams and stuff like that. KNB can't be that good, mate. I'm just jealous because I'm in EU. Just letting you know. I've not done an 8.5 hour Haikyu stream. Just letting you know. We got MG3 in the chat. As Yodas is here as well. I don't even know says, yo, what character should I get in KNB? I have Akashi Midorima, but I main Takao. So, oh gosh. Excuse me. So the names of the characters in KNB I'm not going to know as much as Haikyu. So could you remind me who Takao is? Is that the point guard of Midorima's team? Do you know what joint comp is? So yeah, there's a new news update here. So the SP Tsukishima will be coming out, it looks like, on March 18th, so this Wednesday. The themed event Fireworks Night, I'm assuming that's going to be out for a month. Then there's joint competition. I don't know what that is. But joint competition might be like, you might be able to select something, like you might be able to do like some sort of event with another user. And then maybe your like simulated points add up, they total to something, and then you get rewards based off that. Is kind of what I'm assuming. I don't remember any of this being mentioned in JP, so this could be something brand new. But I know this, the coach system has been added in JP. So now we're finally getting coaches. So hopefully these two things provide a bit of a breath of fresh air for the game, because with KNB coming out, I'm not gonna lie, there's really no incentive for me to play this other than for content reasons, for the people watching. I still play the game like offline. Like I still do my dailies and stuff like that, but it's just not like, I'm usually like, all right, let me get this over, let me get this over, let me get this over. So yeah, that the maintenance will be happening on March 18th, so that would be tomorrow or tonight, or yeah, it would be like Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. It's Shitoku's point guard. Oh yeah. So that's yeah, that is Midorima's team. And you have Akashi Midorima. I feel like you need either like a big or a center, so a Murasaki Bara or a Aomine. But I think probably Murasaki Bara because your other guys are offensive already. KNB is only available in North America and SEA on the official stores, so the App Store and the Google Play Store. I'm currently, to play Haikyu, I'm using LD Player, which is an emulator for mobile games. Well, it's an emulator for mobile. It's like an Android phone, essentially. But it has the LD Store, which has access to every single game in the world that is mobile. So then you could technically in Europe download LD Player and get it. The only issue is because it's an online game, you do have to consider connections. The servers are all over here, you know what I mean? So a European playing on a North American server, probably not going to be the best. On TikTok, we got I don't know how to say your name. Wait, can you make a note to rate my team? Should I try for Ione or Komori? I get a complete bond from both. Probably Komori. Just because liberos, in terms of his quality, are few and far If I take the beach trio, who should I take? Kuro or Suki? Suki's a little more offensive, Kuro's more defensive. Legit question here. Do you think it's gay to close your eyes when you drink water? No? It looks like Yachi has Akashi's body. Oh, you mean Bokuto's? We got Mafera in the chat. What's going on? By the way... Oh, I see. Is there a way to manually switch liberos in the game, or is the only way the auto button? Yeah, what do you mean by that? Because you have to do it based off position. Because if I go to subsettings and switch libero, like technically, yeah, it autos in. So for me, like at game start, because I have Wing Spiker, he just goes in. But that's the only way, really. I'm maxing out Mitube because I need a center. I got him Awakening 3 level 50 and 75% talent. Mitube is really hard to guard. I think if you build mid-range, mid-range rebound block on him because of his hook, or you can decide between mid-range and close shot depending on how close you typically do the shot. I mean in game, so if I'm in a round and don't turn on the auto switch button beforehand, no, you have to turn it on. Yo, Arthur, what's going on? All right, so let's I'm already behind schedule, so let's do this quickly because I also have to do my specialty trial. I want to do that in this stream, so let's claim all of our stuff. Again, if you have any questions, you put them in the chat. Other members of the chat can also answer them as well, because the people in my chat are pretty knowledgeable, if I could speak. I guess a little heads up for tomorrow. Tomorrow's KNB stream will also be later at 6 p.m. Actually, the KNB and the Haikyu stream tomorrow for the Tsukishima release is going to be at 6 p.m. or maybe like 5. I'll let you guys know. It's going to be a little bit later. I need to change my schedule just for some personal reasons. So, yeah, expect the Haikyu and the KNB stream to be together tomorrow later. Shout out to Keon with the follow on Twitch. What's your highest team? I think it's... Is it this one? I think so. I think it's 183. If I recall. For some reason, I remember it being higher. Maybe it was like 185 or something. Yo, quick question. Should I go for Aone's memory or for Suki, or go for his normal memory? Are you talking about the SP Suki, or are you talking about the SSR one? When are you going to do team reviews? After I've done my dailies. So typically I do it at an hour after the stream starts. The SP one? I would probably do the SP one. Like his own for himself. Let me repair my garden. How long are you going to be live? We're going to be live for another 2 hours, 40 minutes. Then we're going to take a 3-hour break. And then we're going to come back for KNB at 6. So it's like 12 to 3 PST, break from 3 to 6 PST, and at 6 probably to 10 is what I'm thinking. But you know with KNB, it can last a lot longer than that. But yeah, probably around 10, 11 o'clock-ish. Looks like I need tomatoes and carrots for the most part. Okay, let's collect all this. Let's go to the club. I did club contest yesterday, right before I hopped into M.'s stream, and I got around 6 million on my score, which is lower than before. I got 6.9, I think. Last week was my highest. Go into free time here. Ione. This should be Genji, and the last one should be Kanji. The thing is, the thing I like about KNB over this game as well, like not just like the gameplay. The gameplay is obviously going to be so much better, but the thing I like is that the menus, I feel like, even though Haikyu it's more interactive, there's just more stuff in KNB, and I hope that continues, because it gives you like when you log into the game, there's also no stamina system, so you can play for as long as you want. So you could technically like just do one set of objectives, play as much as possible to get those objectives done, then move on to the next, then move on to the next, and move on to the next, and they're like, you just end up playing like 5 hours of gameplay because there's just so much shit to do. Let's see. Who fits better with the festival trio and Kamameta duo, Kuro or Tendo? Probably Tendo. Yo, what's your opinion on the next music SPs? I mean, why not Sakusa Komori instead? Been slacking on this game, missed too many days now. I don't think I'll be able to get SP character boost ticket. Ooh, I think you have to miss like 7 days or something like that. Sakusa and Komori already have SP like stats, so they won't get any SPs. That's the thing though, because Kageyama has SP stats as well, and he now has one. So I did hear about that. So for like with the new SPs coming out, the Hinata. The moment they released the Kenma, the second Kenma, in my opinion, the game was done, like longevity wise, because to me that's them signaling they've run out of ideas, and so what are they gonna do? They're just gonna re-release popular characters. So Kenma's gonna get a second one, which he did. Hinata's getting a second one, which he did. But they're like, hey, there's this SP Kageyama that you can put with him, so it's like kind of new, and also we're changing his type a little bit, but it's like, anybody with a decent brain can kind of see through that and be like, well, there's no point for me getting that if I did get the first SP Hinata, so why would I get the second one? So I don't know. At this point, it's like, for me, I'm not investing a dime in this game. I'll still make content on it though, because I love the Haikyu anime. But you know, I'm happy with my team. You know what I mean? Like, I literally have this is my second favorite character. My Oikawa's in the reserves, but Oikawa's like usually my favorite character. Between him and Bokuto, it kind of depends. I got the Beats Trio, which I wanted to get from the beginning of the game. When I first started playing, the Beats Trio was out, and I'm like, I want the SP version of Bokuto, of Akashi, of Ione. So I picked them up. I have Hinata, I have Karai, I have Hirugami, I have Sakusa Komori, I have Ushijima, I have Oikawa. I have like all my favorite characters. I think the next character I'm going to look to max out is Azumane, because Azumane is one of my favorite characters, the SSR one anyways. There is a Tanaka Yamamoto SP which I might look to get, but there's no pressure for me to get that, I guess you could say. The only two characters I don't have that are like up there as my favorites are the twins. So, but the thing is, is it worth it enough for me to get the twins? I don't know. Also, I don't have a specialty on this team. Receive. That's 3. Quick. quick. Quick, that's 3 quicks. I need one more quick attack type player. Nobody here. Oh, I have the Tsukishima on the bench here. There's that. And then... Sure. I have the same characters as you. What should be my rotation? Who I should sub out for Libero? Right now I have Korai coming out. One sec. Let me. So it's this one, and then this. Is SPA on his memory not the best memory for middle blockers? It depends on who you ask. Give me a second here. Oh, I already did my 3. Never mind. Never mind. It's like, it's pretty generic though in terms, like, it's good for every middle blocker because it fits. You know what I mean? Like, it'll like, there's no like specific scenario that really needs to happen because this will always happen. But it's just block stat increase. That's it. You know what I mean? You get defense technique increase and block stat increase. You know what I mean? But if there's one for like debuffs or like reflex and spirit, stuff like that, I would probably prefer that. It's mainly good for like this. Not all middle blockers can serve. So that's how I feel about it anyways. What the heck? Let me do my practice matches first. Why don't they do Azumani and the other guys? Because they have to just decide when they want to do it. And they're like, well, is Azumani going to make us a lot of money or is he not going to make us a lot of money? Do you remember the team you showed me with SP Bokuto? Do you think instead of SP Kuro and Sakuza, the Kamameta duo would be better? Yeah, and then I think the Libero was Komori, so Komori by himself is, in my opinion, better than Sakuza by himself. Trust me, they will add version 3 Kenma before Yaku. They'll probably add the version 3 Kenma with the Yaku. Zeblots in the chat. Yo, what's going on? Mr. Rich / Zeblots. Hi, didn't realize the stream was early. This is the Haikyu stream for today. And then we're going to take a little break. And then we're going to do K and B in the evening. I forgot to send out a notification though. For live streams. What time is it where you are? It's currently 12:30 in the afternoon. So yeah, today we're live from 12 to 3 my time. Then we're gonna take a 3-hour break. Then we're gonna go 6 to 10 probably on KNB, or maybe 6 to 9 depending on MDOT. And then tomorrow's stream I can't start until roughly 5 o'clock in the evening, my time. So then we'll do a quick portion on Haikyu, just reviewing the Tsukishima, because I'm not pulling him. I'm not pulling Tsukikuro. So we're going to be doing a quick review. There's the new coaches. There's new updates and stuff. If I could speak. I keep stuttering. If there's... Oh, sorry. There is going to be new updates. And the stream tomorrow will probably start my time 5 in the evening, and then we're gonna be hopping on KNB after that. What is this person saying? On a road trip from Idaho to California, thank you for the entertainment. Yo, you're watching me on a road trip? That's crazy. I appreciate it. Bro, I've been cooking with Akashi, been rolling it through with Zeb. Oh, really? Do you see the new Jazz units? They seem to be having good affinity with the SP twins. I didn't see anything about their stats, their skills and abilities and stuff like that. But I did see that it's Hinata with Nishinoya and Kageyama. Can you review my team? Well, we're gonna get into that later. Dang, bro, it's 4:30 where I live in Canada. There's a 4-hour difference in Canada? Did you mean 3:30? Are you on the East Coast? Because I'm in BC. I might lose my stream because of the late KNB streams. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so let me use the potential essence I just got. Is he done now? He is. Oh yeah, I'm doing Oikawa's at the moment because I had to redo Oikawa's potentials. So there's this one that we get to 12. And then there's this one we get to 12. And then who is next? Let me check Ushijima's real quick. The power, strength, power. Awareness, power. Power. Serve as well. Save is not the greatest, but 2 powers. Receive, power. Okay, so these 3 look to upgrade. So I probably still want power vibe because increase awareness by 15%. Yes, I do want that. So in slots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's see. So receive is better than save, but I'm looking at the substats. Spirit, block. Okay, there's nothing really good there. What about in slot 5? 2 receives and 1 power. Power, receive, serve. Oh, that one's better. I do have power rise here, but I just realized instead of 2-piece power rise, I should do 2-piece of awareness enhancement. And an awareness. That's nice. Is there another one I have? Ooh, strength with power attack? Awareness with power attacks? Yo, what? That's crap. Okay, we'll do that one. And then, for number 6, it's gonna be anything useful. Or not. So main stat would have to be serve. So we have a serve power there, which is not bad. This one has save, but power and attack technique. I'd probably lean towards this one. Let's equip that, and then let's start upgrading these. So I will use the level 12 that I had before. Plus my essence should be able to get it to level 12. Oh, I got fucking 4 into block and save? Are you serious? That's so unlucky. There you go, we got 2 into power there at the very least. So there's that. Are there any other old characters that I have? Who have I not done in a while? I think Tanaka maybe? Oh yeah, it looks like I was doing Tanaka's as well. Yeah, strength. Let's do Tanaka's next. Because I do use him in club contest and specialty trial, which we will be doing later. Enhance this one. We got one. Oh yeah, the substats aren't that great on that one. This one we're hoping for awareness. So we got one into awareness. Not bad, not bad. Just collecting the stuff that I need. Oh, what the heck? Nah, bro, it's 4:30. I live across from you in Prince Edward Island. Oh, that makes sense. Poland's 8:34. 18,000 channel points. I promise. I promise I'll do something with channel points. I promise. Let's see. I might lose my sleep because of the KNB stream as well. Oh no. Gotta stop staying up late. I'm playing on 90 ping in EU, it works. Dude, so in KNB, I typically play on 80 ping, so I have the timing down for everything on 80 ping. And then when I'm hosting a game and I have 30 ping, I actually play worse. But there was one game where I had 100 ping, and that was the worst gameplay I've had. So, ping is definitely very important. I see people like, I saw some clips on TikTok. People are like on 200 ping. I'm like, bro, how are you even playing? Flames is in the chat. Let's go, Flames. You just had class. What time are you hopping on KNB? 6 o'clock. What should I get for my first SP, Kuro or Suki? Kuro is more defensive, Suki's more offensive. We got Alan in the chat too. Let's go. How does Aaron Strat work? I try to do it. I only get 20k. Okay, I'll show you guys after we do the peak challenge real quick. Because I'll do a specialty trial run, which is pretty similar to club contest. Let's see. This is a power team. This is a receive team. So if I go receive, I flip this to power. I will have the advantage. Back row middle, or sorry, wing spiker is correct. Let's go. Bro, I can't pull Komori, it's my last piece. Oh shit, you play Haikyu as well? Because I only recognize, I don't remember seeing your name before the KNB stuff. So pretty much with the Aaron strat, you need Aaron at least at skill res 2. You need to build his potentials with 4-piece awareness enhancement, and 2-piece of shoot. What do I have on him? I actually don't remember my Aaron build, but I'm pretty sure 4-piece awareness enhancement is the move. And then you need a way to get him critical sets. Sorry, spikes. So the SSR Akashi has a skill where if his set is critical, this spike is guaranteed to be critical. So the best way to do that is to build Akashi with awareness, the SSR one. If I scroll down, where is he? So as you can see here, I don't even have him leveled up because this was before I got the SP one. So I was only using him at level 20. But it's this, nope, it's this one. When Akashi performs a critical set, your side's next spike is guaranteed to be a critical. So you want Akashi to set, and then you want to hit with Aaron. And then the potentials I have on him, I think it's just, yeah, so it's this one. Increase awareness by 15%, so it doesn't matter what this is. You just want awareness somewhere, so there's that and that. And then 2-piece of awareness enhancement probably would be the other one if I had all 6 slots. I guess I can show you the SP Akashi build. That wouldn't be too different. So as you can see, I have 4 of the setter dump one though, because he does have a setter dump. And he also increases awareness by 10%. And then 2 of the awareness enhancement one as well. And then for Aaron himself, it's 4 awareness enhancement and 2 of pretty much anything that increases power attack at that point, because you already have the 4-piece. Oh, sorry, it's status enhancement. Aaron is status enhancement 4-piece, and then you probably want to do either Morale Surge, or like Power Vibe, Power Rise, or Awareness Enhancement to get his awareness up by 7.5%. Cool. Yeah, so we'll get more into it, like the setup and stuff, when we do it in a second here. Okay, so this is why it doesn't work. I don't have the skill res, yeah. So basically, I guess to put it in like layman's terms, or to put it as simple as possible, your Aaron needs to consume a lot of stamina, then the stamina needs to come back, and then you, in the club contest or specialty trial, whatever, you need rallies to happen multiple times. Or sorry, the ball to cross over multiple times. So it's like, I spike it over with Aaron, ball bounces back over, but because with Aaron's skills and the the stamina, you can do your ultimate multiple times, and then you want the set to come from Akashi or whoever as many times as possible. So for me, for example, my setup is flawed because the only way for me to regain stamina at the moment is the SP Sugawara. Now the SP Sugawara regains stamina for 4 turns, but within those 4 turns, because he's a setter, the ball will go to him to set, and he does not provide critical sets or spikes that often. I don't have him built that way. Even if I did, it wouldn't be consistent enough anyways. Holy shit, I just lost to a team with 20,000 rating lower than me. So the first 4 points for me are a little bit flawed, but then after that, when it's just Akashi on the floor, his sets, the way I have him built, are like almost guaranteed to be critical. And then when his set is critical, the SP one, it's not guaranteed that the spike will be critical, but the spike is like, it's pretty much guaranteed to be critical. If it isn't, that's actually the rarer case because of the amount of awareness he has built in him naturally. Let's see the chat. My rating is 164,000 free to play. That's really good. Do you have a job not in an offensive way? I'm just curious. Yeah. This is. I'm not making enough on this for this to be my job. I have a job outside of this, which I work Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, which is why I can't do content on those days. Thursdays, well, Thursdays I can do morning, but after that, pretty much done for the week. Now I have Akashi plus 1 dupe and not SR2. Yeah, you need 2 copies for SR2? Bro, are we selling or what? What should I improve for my team after I get Komori? I don't really know your team, but like, I'm in the process of editing my team review video, and that for most of it, or the theme of this upcoming video, is going to be the Kamamedai duo, the SPs, which if you picked up the Beach Trio, I would say that's the next thing to look forward to, is the Kamamedai gang. Let's see, that's 177, that's 178. This one has full subs, this one as well. So Hirogami's gonna rotate into the back sooner on this one. Hirogami doesn't even start in the front on this one. I think I'll do this one. Oh, it's in the chat. Oh, I'm blind, my bad. I have Ushijima, Sakuza, Kurai, Hirogami, Oikawa, SP, Kenwa, and SSR Nishinoya that I need to replace. So then Komori comes in with Sakuza. So then you have 2 setters. So I would replace the Oikawa, because you're still, I think you're still power? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, if you take Oikawa out, you're no longer power, but then you have Sakuza, Libero, Kurai, Kenma. So I would take Oikawa out if you can get the SP Kuro, because then you have the bond with the SP Kenma, and then your power team turns into a receive team, so you're not losing a team type. That's the one that makes the most sense to me. If you can't get the Kuro, then I would just wait Just stay power. Just wait until you get probably the SP Karai, Hirugami, or the SP Kunimi wouldn't be bad, potentially. Who else is there? Because essentially you just need a power or a receive player to replace Oikawa. Do team types matter? They matter in the sense of that you just don't want to have none. Because if you have a team type, then like, okay, so for example here, so the line of specialty, if I change it to receive, so now my team gets a 15% boost to all their stats because we have the line of specialty. So then you'll have a higher likelihood of winning. If yours was none here, you'd be weak to everybody. So then everybody against you would have the 15% boost. So you just need the type. Does Suki Kuro pair well with Oikawa Trio? Yes, they do. Or is Kuro alone good enough as a main blocker? Kuro alone is good enough. Is the Oikawa Trio better or the Kamamedai Duo better? I think you can get away with not having the duo. I think at this point you need your team to be pretty SP based in terms of the bonds and stuff. So those three, I'd say are probably better. But the Kamamedai duo, they fit into more teams. Especially the SP Karai, because he's not only power, he's block, he's receive, and he's quick. Should I use Hinata or Washio? Both have basically the same rating. Do you need somebody to block or do you need somebody to score? How many people do we have in chat? We got 12 plus 6, so that is 8 plus 23. Nicely done. So if you guys haven't already, make sure to leave a like on the stream. Just click subscribe if you haven't, click follow. Do all that fun stuff. Okay, we're done with the peak challenge. What rank am I right now? 145. Not too bad, not too bad. So let's collect our diamonds. So yeah, with the release of KNB, I'm no longer putting money in this game, so I am now a free-to-play player. I'm with all of y'all that are also free-to-play. So that's why I'm not pulling for Suki or Kuro. I'm not pulling for any character anytime soon, to be totally honest. We're just gonna have to figure it out with the characters I do have. Can you rate teams from Discord? We'll be doing that just later. If I can only get 2 of the Oikawa trio, do I get Ushijima or EY? I believe it's EY that's the play. I believe. I forgot to mute. Forgot to mute my Discord. Apologies. EA? Let's see. What do we have to do still? The specialty trial. Before we do, actually no, yeah, we'll do the specialty trial first. Okay, so this is pretty much going to be my club contest kind of, not review, but like my club contest strategy for you guys. Oh, no wonder my team rating was lower. I had the wrong memory. I had the wrong memory on Komori. Yeah, my highest team rating is 185 or something. That would make sense. That would make sense. It's fine. We still won most of our games. I thought Ushijima was busted. EY seems defensive. I think it's just because like EY has the I believe he has the duo bond still with Oikawa. I think Ushijima completes the trio bond. Let's see. Shin's in the chat. Yo, what's going on? The thing I hate about Haikyu, it's very repetitive. I've been saving since Sugawara. I'm back at like 14,000 gems now. If you are done, can you? Yeah, we'll do team reviews later, guys. Don't worry. The thing I hate about Haikyu is I can't get enough diamonds. I have to save for multiple days. Yeah, days, weeks, months. Okay. So this week it's a receive team, so we need a power team. So that actually makes things a little bit easier for me. So then, I can do that. Who typically comes here? It's like this. And then Tsukishima comes out for the libero. So we have to keep a middle blocker here. Let's see. I need I need 2 more. So then we can put Aaron here. And then I need Akashi to start. Okay, maybe I do this. So the first thing you want to do is the lineup specialty. So we want power, so we have power. Then we want we want a team specialty if possible. So we have 1, 2, 3. We need 1 more Karasuno player. Should I do SP Nishinoya this? I think that's probably the play. So let me go to player development. Let me go to memory. Let me swap the memory. So, I'll get into this later, but you do want this memory when you're doing club contest. Not that one. This one. Place. And then throw you in. So we have the Karasuno team bond, we have the power type. This is the lineup we're going to start with. Let's see. I think that's fine. Subsettings, switch libero, back row, middle blocker. Okay, so that's the lineups, like starting thing, positions or whatever. So for your libero, you want this memory. If we quickly take a look and read it. When Equipper's receive result is not bad, increase your side's next power spike or quick spike power by 44%. So that's because I have a rank 5 of the Equipper's power or quick attack stat. So that is because in club contest, we want the score to be as high as possible. So the score will be higher if the power attack stat increases and stuff like that. It'll be really high if we get criticals. So that's the name of the game. And then Aaron is the focal point of this strategy. So if we read his skill res 2, at the start of each turn, Aaron gains 3 stacks of second wind. Each stack increases attack technique. And then we read his abilities here. He performs a power spike with that much percentage. The main one will be here. When performing a power spike, consumes 60% stamina to increase spike power by 50% of his power attack stat. And this does not, it's not like one time. So if we can get the stamina back, he can do it again. He does have a jump serve. That one doesn't really matter. Rhythm control is his second win, like stacks. So each stack increases attack technique by 4%. And then at the end of each turn, consume all stacks, and then he restores stamina himself. So that is very nice. And then we have Tanaka here for the first point only, because at skill res 4, when scoring with his ultimate, players on your side gain 40% power attack stat, can be triggered 1 time per set, and in club contest specialty trial, there is only 1 set. So then we just score with him for the first point, and then we just leave him. Sorry, we sub him out, and then the stat stays. And then the way to get critical sets for me is Mr. Akashi. So basically he has a bunch of awareness built into him. If I see this, let's see. When Akashi's set is critical, your side's next spiking player's awareness increased by 50% up to 60. If the spike is a power spike, so again, Aaron, SB Bokuto, they get an additional 50% up to 60%. So as you can see, that's like 100%. So there is that. And then I think that's it. This is more team morale stuff. So there's another awareness increase here. So that's how I pretty much get my critical spikes, is if this guy sets. But unfortunately, this guy's on the court because his ability is he recovers stamina for 4 rounds. Okay, and I think that's it. We also, so the person we're gonna sub Tanaka out is gonna be for Daichi. So if we look at Daichi's memory, increase equippers receive stat by 10%. While equippers on the court, your side's power type players receive 1 stack of grit. For every 20 stamina consumed, each stack increases power spike by a certain percentage, up to 10 stacks. So as you can see, we're consuming a lot of stamina, and therefore we're going to be getting a lot of boost. So pretty much the team's going to look like this for the most part, but after the first point, it's going to be like this. And then after the 4th point, it's going to be like this. Cool beans, cool beans. Hirugami's also good here. I've been what's it called? I've been experimenting between Hirugami and Ione. So Hirugami provides a boost when he has 4 stacks of the immovable block. Power / quick attack increases by 15%. So there's that, and then you also get attack and defense technique boost when he consumes all of the stacks. But the thing is, Ione just provides more critical blocks and stuff like that. So, and also he has he gives a boost when he leaves the court. So if I ever wanted to, especially with it being power this week, I don't have to make as many subs. So I have 4 subs. So 1 is gonna be here, 2 is gonna be here, and then at some point I can sub him out for Hirugami. You know what I mean? So, still experimenting. We'll figure it out. So that's the setup. I quit Haikyu Fly High the second KNB dropped. I deleted the game yesterday to put in the grave. Wow. Flame says hit team leader 3. I hit team leader 5 last night. That was crazy. If you don't have SP Suga or Kita SR4, can I use SR Sugawara or Yamamoto? Yamamoto works well. Yamamoto is a good alternative strategy. Alright, so let's do a couple runs here. Maybe, well, realistically with Specialty Trial, we just need to get to 4 million. It's funny because Roha spent more time in core rank than me. Dude, I was in core for like 3 days? And then yesterday with MDOT, we got to... we finally got to... Team Player 5. I'm not locked in here, I just wasted a second. And they scored as well, so that's not great. Okay, but you guys also have to realize the teams that the players I was coming up against the demons. I went up against that one Yukio player like 4 times, and I could not I just could not play. Like nobody could guard him. Like it was the stupidest thing. Okay, I should probably do a normal receive. Oh shit, that's not what I want. Because people have been putting in my chat, they're like, I'm not coming up against these players, I'm not getting this crazy matchmaking. So it's just me. It's just me. I'm getting screwed. I'm getting hogged. Now you carried at the end? Yeah, I had to lock in at the end. But yeah, that was dope. Can we like play the game? Is that a thing we can do? Tsuki, Ione, and Kuro work as front row blockers. Yeah, I don't know if you want all 3 in the front. Maybe you want like 2 of them. See if I can get this ball back over. Jesus. Okay, so we want to score with Tanaka first. So hopefully we score here. Yes, we do. So now we're going to go make our subs. We're going to bring Daichi in for Tanaka. And that's the only one we're going to do for now. And then at the end of the 4th turn, or I guess at the end of the 3rd one, we're going to bring in Ione. Please send it back. So now we're just going to be sending it to Aaron. And hopefully it's Akashi that sets and it's critical. And then Aaron's spike is critical, so that's 400k. And then ideally we want them to send the ball back. So if it happens, great. If it doesn't, then it is what it is. Fury's almost maxed. Oh my god. So with the thing is with K and B, there's a lot of characters that you don't have to spend money on, like base characters, that you'll naturally just level up over time. And there's so many like effective ones. So for example, Flames was using this guy named Fury, or Furry, whatever you want to call him, and he was like absolutely cooking these like pay to win players, and he was doing better than me and M dot at times, which was also funny. What the hell was that set? What just happened? And so there was that's one character. There's Mitobe, who's a center, who has like a sky hook that you just can't block. Like I don't know what to do. Even when you contest it, it still goes in. He's a good character. Yukio, I mentioned earlier, he's a good character. Let me bring Ione in now before I forget. We're in Team Morale Awakening, by the way, and with SP Bokuto and Akashi, you do want that to happen first, because as you can see, 858,000 rating right there. Yeah, so Yukio is really good. There's the what was that guy's name? It was in the Twitch chat. Shoot, I need to remember his name. What's his name? I can't find his name. Shitoku's point guard. Takao. He's a good character. Who else is there? There's a lot of characters. So if you're somebody who is thinking about picking up the game and worried that like you need to be paid to win to compete, you absolutely don't. You absolutely don't. So yeah, the fact that that Akashi set was not critical is actually very rare. But as you can see, I can just spam Aaron's ult. We hit 4 million pretty easily. That's pretty much the strat for me anyways. There's different variations of it. There's Kageyama if he skill res 4. I think Oikawa if he skill res 2. Or maybe it's the other way around. Who else? Yeah, again, the SSR Akashi also works. Bro, double perfect block is crazy. If you want a Generation Miracle play story mode, yeah, the thing is, so you can still, even though there's a bunch of free-to-play characters, there's an event going on right now. It's a 14-day event. If you do, if you complete all 3 of the first days, you get 75 of these tokens, and so you can, what's it called? You can get a free Generation of Miracle, which is the equivalent of like, I guess, a UR early game, or for Haikyu Fly High. And then, yeah, the thing is with K and B as well, you don't need to pick up like a bunch of characters. You literally just need to pick up like, oh shoot, that should have gone to Akashi. You can just literally pick up like 1 Generation of Miracle that you get for free, and then while you're doing your summons, because you're gonna get a bunch of free tickets to begin with, if you get one of those characters like Fury, like Yukio, like there's a shooting guard named Sakurai. If you get any of those guys, you could literally just like max them out, because you're just gonna naturally do it over time, and you can just focus on their combos and their skills, their abilities, their like the resources you put into them, and literally just compete. If you're good enough, you will be able to compete. Also, I don't know if people were in the stream or in M.Dot stream last night, but we did confirm. Sorry, we didn't confirm, but we are like 99% sure there is timing in the game, because M.Dot was not hitting a 3 all day, and when I told him about the timing release for Midorima, he went and practiced with Kuroko, and then the game for me to get to Team Leader 5, it was 18 to 16, I think. I drew everybody into the paint and I passed it out to him, and he got a perfect release and we won the game. So that happened multiple times as well. That wasn't just the one time, but we're pretty sure that there's timing involved. So as you can see, I got 7.3 million from the strategy. So the reason why, so in specialty trial, it's always going to be more than clip contest because of this. the weekly buff. When your side lineup specialty counters the opponents, increase the power of all actions by 30% of the corresponding action stat. And additionally, for this week, power spikes is up by 60%. So this is going to be way more. So I got what, 6.1 million in club contests, and then I got 7.3. I probably could have gotten even luckier if the ball did bounce properly for me anyways. Priorities in the chat, what's going on? What are you playing? I'm Zone Kagami. So I'm planning on, in terms of YouTube videos, I'm planning on doing a Zone Kagami showcase. I just need to get the clips. I always forget to record the gameplays or like save the gameplays. I will be getting that. So there was 2 games. There's the last game with M. Dot that I got to Team Leader 5. I wasn't as dominant, but like I was pretty decent that game. And then there was another game where we went to double overtime and I got like 4 blocks in a row. And then I won the game as well. I hit the game winner. Something like that. I don't know. I think I'm gonna hold on to that for now. But I definitely want to put those clips in the video. But I also need to make the video. So it's like I'm still figuring that out. We have a UR ticket, so why not use it? Can we get a Komori? My pity's at 35. And it's gonna stay that way. Jay Crazy's in the chat. We got a bunch of KNB crossover going on here. People I've never seen in the Haikyu streams from KNB are now here. So yeah, just for people who have just joined, please leave a like, click follow, click subscribe, all that good stuff. We will be doing KNB later tonight, so we're going to be doing Haikyu for another 2 hours. We're going to be doing team reviews for my Discord, and then we're going to take a 3-hour break, and then we're going to come back for KNB tonight because M. Dot is going to be streaming 9 p.m. Eastern. No, yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern is 6 p.m. Pacific for me, so we're going to be streaming at that time. So for now, we're just doing Haikyu stuff. We talked a little bit about the Suki Kuro situation, the new Hinata, all that fun stuff. The very last thing before we get into the team reviews, I'm going to take a look at this shop just to see if I can get anything. These are already maxed out. I already got those. I can't get that. Match streak hasn't reset yet. Challenge store. I already have all those. I have to check the gold ones in a second. Cheer squad, not yet. And dismantle has not reset. I go here to this store. Let's get XP. Let's back out. No, it's not club. It is Triple Clash. This store. I have 12,000. I need 25,000. All right. Let's see. The zone gameplay at the end yesterday was good. Yeah, I was cooking. What's the release timing? So for me, with Midorima, it's as he does this. Like you know, like if he's shooting, it's like that. But you let go of it as he goes like this. Like right before he does this. And then so that's in the training though. If you're playing with 80 ping, it's before he gets into this motion. It's a really weird timing. So like you would technically release here. It's actually here. But then with the ping, it's like there. It's really weird. But it also depends on the shot you're doing. So that's for the normal shot. For the spin, the forward step through shot, it's before he even jumps. Like pretty much, it's like right as he jumps. Because of the ping delay. Let's see. I'm surprised you're still doing team reviews when you get so many. So now I'm not going to be doing every single team because there is too many. But I still have a YouTube video that should be out tonight. I've edited at least 60% of it. And then on the stream, I'm just going to be picking people's from the chat. Will the UR pity roll over into the UR select? I don't think so, because the UR one has the cumulative recruit rewards, whereas the select looks like it'll be like this. So I don't think so. Is it still Tuesday there? Yes, it is Tuesday, 1 o'clock. 2 a.m. Zeblas time? Oh boy. So it's gonna be a morning stream for you. 3 a.m. Wednesday, oh my god. Let's see. Oh, it's 9 p.m. right now, but 2 a.m. next stream. Click on the wrist. When are you gonna play KB? 6 p.m. PST, so in 5 hours from now. Not gonna lie, sometimes I perform better at 80 ping. That's what my ping normally is. That's what I'm saying. I said that earlier. My timing on 80 ping is so much better than my timing on 30 ping. 30 ping, I'm better at shooting. 80 ping, I'm better at rebounding and blocking. What ability should I focus on for Mitabe? Whatever the hook one is. So his ultimate, I believe, is the hook from like deeper. And then I think he has like the regular shot. I think. But why would they not say anything about it being a timing thing? And why don't they have like a bar that shows the correct timing? That's the only thing we're complaining about. So hopefully when we get into contact with the devs, because whether it's devs or if it's like anybody we can contact who's like related to the game, we need to ask them about a couple bugs. So M.Dot's bug where he loads into the game late and they think he's AFK, then he gets a notice for like not playing the game. There's that. There's the shot timing, like if there was like a bar or something. There's a couple bugs in the menu, I believe. There was the weekend rewards, like if you won a game you were supposed to get like diamonds and stuff, but they didn't do that originally, but they did hand it out via mail later on. So I think they are addressing that one. There's a couple things. M.Dot's in the chat. What's going on? My Akashi's Awakening 5. We'll get the last one from the assembly. Yo, that's crazy. The fuck, who's Mitabe? First time I've heard it. He's the center for Saren. That's not Tepe, because Tepe's not in the game yet. Flame says, is controller normally easy for you in KMB? So much easier. So much easier. I don't see any staff except Discord. Sound cuts out after loading sometimes. Oh yeah, the sound cut. That happened to me only once. We're gonna have to make a line account, LeMayo. Can you ask about unreleased player glitches? Oh yeah, there's that with the cards, right? Still can't use that. Dumb question, do you guys also have the change to summertime? That was worded weird. Oh, like the daylight savings? So for it's different now. So for me and Flames in BC, we had the hour change that happened recently, but for whatever reason this time they're like there's gonna be no more time changes. So when it happens again in the fall for you guys, everybody's time's gonna go back an hour, but we're gonna stay an hour ahead. Don't know why. Does that mean during live you'll be doing those reviews only for those in chat? I'll be prioritizing the people in chat, yeah. Alright, so let me exit my LD player since we're done with Fly High. You guys get to see my beautiful background. So let me put the Discord on the screen. So again, if you haven't joined the Discord, please make sure to do so. It is linked in the description down below. For the people on TikTok, it's in my bio, but when you click the link, you're gonna have to export it to your local browser. That way it's gonna be easier for you to join. Because apparently the integrated one is not working. Let me get my music back real quick. Give me a second. I think that should be good. Maybe a little bit lower. Okay. And then I need to turn my music down. For me personally, because I can't hear myself. Alrighty. Let's go on Twitch first. So Kyriakos is kicks. So right here. So they say, who should I get, Rohel? And can you give tips for my team? And can you rate my team, please? As soon as level 70. Oh my god. Whoa, That's a terrible photo of me. What the heck? So we have Suna, we have Hinata, Tendo, Tsukishima, SP Bokuto, SP Nishinoya, and the UR Kageyama. So, quick attack type team. I do like the Kageyama and the Hinata. Those two together are really strong in my opinion. We have Tendo here for blocks. We have Tsukishima. So the Karasuno team bond is here as well. Suna, does he need to be here? 1, 2, 3. Yes, he does, because Tendo doesn't have quick. And then Bokuto here as well. So what I would say is probably replace the Tendo for somebody who's offensive. Maybe the Tanaka that I see on the bench here, or the Azumane. I would say the Tanaka, because you need a little bit of offense until you get into the Team Morale Awakening. Also, if you bring in the Tanaka, I don't know if it's with this Nishinoya or the SSR one only, but there is a morale boost there, because Bokuto can only do his ultimate when he is in Team Morale Awakening. So in the meantime, right now you only have Hinata to hit, and you have 3 guys blocking. You know what I mean? I mean, Suna's not bad offensively. Same thing with Tsukishima, but if you have the option there, maybe try to get him leveled up closer to 10,000 and then put him in for the Tendo, because you can still have like these guys block, right? Like put one of these guys in the front, put the Tanaka in the back, and then you have Hinata, Tanaka, and one of Tsukishima or Suna to hit. And then by the time that happens, you should have Team Morale Awakening for Bokuto. So I'm gonna try to do these a little bit quicker on stream. So in terms of a team rating, quick attack type team, Karasuno team bond, Hinata, Kageyama, Bokuto, I'd probably give this like a 7 out of 10, 7.25, 7.25. What was the other thing you said? Oh, who should you get? I don't know your situation because you just have the Bokuto, so maybe you didn't pull the Akashi, you didn't pull the Ione, so maybe you're low on diamonds. Otherwise, I would say the SP Tsukishima. Just do a quick upgrade there. If you can't, I would look for the... let's see. Because Tendo, you could technically replace with anybody. So the next best like offensive player, I think, is the SP Kunimi, I think. Actually, hold on, I can pull that up. Ignore that. Let's see. Yeah, there's the SP Kunimi. This is going to be difficult for you. We get a free Genjima, so there is that. Yeah, then the SP Cry is also an option, so... Yeah, I think maybe like you could do Kunimi here if you wanted to, but you don't have to. Alright, so then we will go... Wait, what? Hold on. There is something KNB related that I must attend to. What the heck? Does that mean we're in? Oh, that's what they did. Where the hell's the link to the spreadsheet? Sorry guys, this is breaking news. We're gonna have stuff happen for KNB. Oh, I see. Wait, but where's the QR? I don't even see the QR though. Okay, well, we'll figure that out after. Anyways, back to team reviews. That's exciting though. All right, who's next? We get a free SP. Yes, we get a free SP Genjima on August 1st. But it's a 30-day login, so you have to make sure you're logging in. Okay, so we just did Twitch. Let me go on TikTok real quick. Hey yo. Shit. Yeah, from a no. Oh no, what's your username? What's your username? Horizon. Alrighty. Let's see. Can you see that? Yes. Okay, so we got Bryson here. Could y'all please rate my team from 1 through 10 and tell me what I should do next? Tell me if I have a good plan for the team and tell me what to do next. P.S. My luck is horrible and I couldn't get SB Hinata. Couldn't get UR Kurai, Komori, or Osamu. Well, you're talking to the most unlucky content creator out there, so. Okay, so I'm always like not a fan of Atsumu being in a team without Osamu and Inurazaki. So immediately I'm like, okay, how do we get this out of here? But it is a quick attack team, so it's not the end of the world. Like, he does contribute to that, I understand. So we have the Kageyama and the Hinata again here. Sakuza here is not a hindrance or anything, but he is your main kind of attacker here. Again, Bokuto, we need to wait for Team Morale Awakening. Rintaro, I'm assuming the Libero, does they come out for the setter or the middle blocker? I'm curious. But looking at your bench, you have a lot of options. Like, I would put, honestly, like, I'm just trying to think. I think the Libero should come in for the setter. I think you should have Hinata here. I think you should have Hirugami here. Bokuto's in the back, that's fine. Sakuza goes into the back, that's fine. And then for the setter, you would have no team type at that point, though. That's the only issue. 1, 2. Yeah, that's the problem. You don't have a team type. So maybe when the game starts, you could do that. So maybe just swap these two for now. Have the Libero come in for the setter, and then switch Rintaro for Hirugami immediately. That's probably the play. Just letting you know, in a quick attack type team, you want to have Yaku over the Nishinoya, because Nishinoya is a better power attack booster, whereas Yaku is a better quick attack booster. Just letting you know. I know well, you don't even have the Curse on the team on here, so it's not really necessary to have the Nishinoya. Let's see. Okay, so your plan. So you want to get the SB Hinata. Okay, you already have you. You already have you. You have Osamu, and then you don't know what to do. So you still want a quick attack team, right? 1, 2, 3. See, at this point, like, having Atsumu here wouldn't be the worst. But you don't have a middle blocker to block, which is my concern. Because you have receive, you have offense. You just don't have the blocking. So I'm thinking maybe SP Tsukishima. Right? Because he's quick tagged, he's block tagged. So he'll help towards being a quick attack team. I think SP Suki completes this puzzle. And then Osamu here is actually not bad on his own. He's better than Atsumu by himself, and then he'll benefit from Kageyama. So, is your plan good? Absolutely. The SP Akashi is not a bad idea, but again, it feels like the team's still incomplete if you were to do that. Like, you could maybe in theory put Akashi here and Tsukishima here, but then again, no team type. So I'd just put the SP Suki here, in my opinion. But this team out of 10, I'd probably give it like an 8. A nice little 8. Okay, so we did Twitch. We did TikTok. Holy comeback by Sporting? No way. I haven't even been checking. How's City doing? Let's see, Arsenal are still drawing. PSG's destroying Chelsea. Man City's down 1-0 and they have a red card in 27 minutes. Oh, rip. Oh, there goes City, there goes Chelsea, and then Arsenal could be out too, so all the English teams could be out. Damn! Sporting came back 3-0. And then it went to extra time, and then they scored twice. One early, one late. That's crazy. Shout out to Bodo, though. They made it very interesting. They had a great run. They couldn't replicate the Ajax, unfortunately. Bro, I'm low-key scared about our game against Newcastle tomorrow. But it is at home. It is at home. Dude, both of my teams could be going out. Barcelona could be going out to Newcastle, and it's likely that the Whitecaps are going to be going out to Seattle. Because we're down 3-0 after the first leg. Rip. And Liverpool's down 1-0 against Galatasaray. So all English teams could be out in this round. Oh yeah, Tottenham's there too, but Tottenham's not coming back. Interesting. Let's see. Chris says we beat Atletico tomorrow. Yeah, sure, buddy. The fall off with City should be documented. Facts. I'm scared about Bayern. I don't know. Bayern hasn't faced like a good team yet. So I want to see them play like really good comp first. It's not like I'm not saying that they're gonna play like Barcelona, for example, and then they're gonna lose 5-0. They'll probably still, you know, they have a good chance of getting a result, but I'm like, I want to see them against better teams. Because people are acting like Atalanta is like this crazy comp, and they're like, oh my god, we're up 6-1. Unfortunately, Whitecaps probably gonna lose. Yeah. The thing is, though, I don't know. I feel like the CONCACAF Champions Cup is... It should be bigger than what it is, but nobody really cares about it. You know what I mean? We got unlucky with the Seattle draw early. Because Seattle always loves cooking us. They're on their 5th backup goalie who's 16. Jesus. Spurs winning the Champions League and going down to the championship. Imagine. I pulled Zone Kagami. Should I continue pulling on his banner, or should I spend diamonds on his ability cards? Definitely on his ability cards. Even though, like, to get the most out of him, because mine is Awakening 6. Like, mine's fully 100% maxed. You need to get his abilities, because right now the Zone Kagami, at least at base, is very predictable to defend, because he can really only attack the rim. If you build his mid-range a little bit, plus get the jump shooting ability cards, or sorry, the ability cards, and then use it in the jump shooting category, you can give yourself a little bit more variety, right? Give yourself a little bit more options, so that way people can actually respect you. Because for me, for example, everybody goes underneath the basket when I have the ball, and I'm just like, okay, I have 146 mid-range, pull, and they're like, oh shit, he can actually shoot. Then they're up on me, and then I can just zip by them, right? So Kubek on TikTok, what is your what's your Discord username? Oh, is it this one? I need Brian White to lock in. Brother, he, like, what can he do? What can he do? Like, he needs the service. I mean, Loki, he's been getting the service. He finally scored the... I think he scored... Yeah, he scored a pen, and... So he scored a brace the other game against Minnesota, but... Yeah, no, that... That start to the season was really bad for him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dude, Bearhalter needs to sign a new contract, respectfully. Like, Blackman re-upped. It looks like Kubas it might actually stay. Like, bro, we need Bearhalter to stay. He's too good for the team, not gonna lie. Exactly, dude. Like, his like surgence to like one of the best midfielders in MLS came out of nowhere. But like, he always had the tool set for it. He just, I don't know, maybe because he like playing deeper is helping him a little bit more, and we have like usually a 10 in front of him. Because if Bearhalter doesn't resign and he leaves, like, we're cooked. Like, Ali Ahmed, in terms of profile, like, we can replace that pretty easily, right? Just a skillful winger that has end product. Finding a midfielder that can split the lines, can take set pieces, can like you know what I mean, and be like the, what's it called? The metronome for your team in the MLS comes very few far in between. You, like, you know what I mean? Richie says, literally, bro, every time I see Murasaki Bara under the basket, I do the speed meme. Or do you do the no, you do the William Dafoe meme, the one where he's looking up? Does Seattle still use Xbox as their sponsor? LOL, fire jerseys. No, not anymore, I don't think. Okay, so now we have Kuba, who is Kubek on TikTok. Look at this and tell me if it's good and what I need to change. Okay, so again, dual setup for the setters. So looking at your team, it's like this: Sakuza, Goshiki, Akashi, Ushijima, Bokuto. This is great. These guys work well together. And then this brother is just kind of here for serves. There's also Komori who helps as well. So there is that. Again, looking at your lineup, opposite hitter, wing spiker, wing spiker, wing spiker, setter, setter. There's no middle blocker. So take this brother out and put in a middle blocker, Tendo, deployable bond with Ushijima. So upgrade Tendo, put him in for Atsumu, and then change your rotation so that probably Ushijima's serving. Then you have Sakuza in the back, that's fine. Akashi, I would put at here, slot 3, and then your middle blocker Tendo would be a slot 4. Bokuto is fine at slot 2. And then take out the libero for the back row wing spiker. I'd probably rotate. Maybe I'd leave Goshiki there. Or you could swap him into the middle and take him out so the Komori comes in at slot 6 instead of 5. So that's the only change I would make from your current team. Because in terms of like what these guys do, like the bonds, I think these two have, I don't know if it's deployable, but these two have a bond. Tendo coming in, he has a bond with Ushijima as well. These two have a bond. Like, you know what I mean? These two, like, you have it. You have literally everything in place. That's the one change you need to make. Let's see. Yeah, other than that, like, you could just save for the SP Ushijima if you wanted to. You can do Kurai Hirogami, you can do Kurosu Kishima, you can do the Iwaizumi. I probably wouldn't do the Oikawa again because you have the SP Akashi. If you didn't have the SP Akashi, I would say Oikawa would be really good here, actually. But other than that, you're chilling. The SP Tendo, right? So in terms of team rating, I would give this probably a 7.5 just for the fact that you don't have a middle blocker. If you did have a middle blocker, it'd be like an 8.25. Tristan, not that bad though. He was kind of selling towards the end of the year last year, but he was injured, right? He's come back from a sprained ACL, or maybe it was a sprained MCL. Old news, but did y'all see Davies got injured again? Yep. Canada team is finished at this point. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I think we should do. So let me check the YouTube chat now. So we'll do Alan's first. Prideful. Prideful's your thing? Alrighty, so we got please help me choose what players I should roughly aim for next, and then this is your new team. So pretty similar to the last team. We got wing spikers. You do have a middle blocker, but this Hinata, actually even the SP one, I treat them more as opposite hitters. So technically it's like 2 ops, 3 ops, 2 wing spikers. You know what I mean? So you just need a middle blocker here. In this case, I would take out Osamu. Take out Osamu for a dedicated middle blocker. You have Suna, I would do that for now. Because you don't have like Tsukishima or like, you know, anybody else. If you don't want to do that and you want to maybe get the SP Suki instead. Honestly, any good middle blocker would work here. Like Tendo would work, SSR Suki, SP Suki, SP Kuro. Even the Suna you have technically works. So just change that and then put them into the front. Again, probably a slot 4. And then I would... So Sakuza's fine here because he stays in the back. But Bokuto also can receive, so I would start him somewhere in the front and then he goes into the back. The SP Akashi, you only get a setter dump for one thing because then he rotates in the back. So change your rotation. So I'd have like your new middle blocker at 4, Akashi at 3, Bokuto at 2, Sakuza at 1, and then Hinata at 6, and then is it Ushijima at 5? Something like that. Yeah, it's just really a middle blocker is all you need. This Hinata, even though like you don't have the what's it called? You don't have the UR Kageyama. This SP Akashi will still give him a 50% boost to awareness, which is more than enough. Especially if you build him on awareness and strength already, he will hit for a lot of damage. So in terms of a team rating, I'd give this one a. I think this one without the middle blocker is a little bit better than the last team we did. I don't know where it went. Oh no, I just lost it. No. Yeah, this one is slightly better. So I'd probably give this one like a 8 out of 10. Bayern has no goalkeeper right now. All 5 are injured, so their academy keeper has to play in the UCL. They'll be fine. I mean, that the thing is though, that could be the difference depending on who they play. Let's see. So we did that. It looks like Flames is next. So here's Flames' team. So this is his free-to-play account, and he said he is not able to pull Komori. Either like he can't or whatever. I don't know what his reasoning is. Maybe he's just unlucky. I can, just don't have luck. Oh, I see. Yeah, so the fact that you do have Nishinoya, this is at least skill res 2. It looks like skill res 4, to be honest. This is still good for a power-based team, which is what this is. So I would say if for whatever reason you still can't get the Komori, like if you just run out of time, whatever the case may be, you'll still be fine with this. But of course, Komori with Sakuza is really, really strong. You have the setup pretty much perfect. I would just consider maybe swapping these two. I don't know who your libero comes in for. I'm assuming is the back row setter. And in that case, you probably want Oikawa starting here so that the next rotation Nishinoya comes in like immediately. You know what I mean? I've been trying 45 from guaranteed. Bayern's second goalie is back in training though, but Prescott, the 16-year-old, will be in the squad. Interesting. They're also getting fined 33,000 because in Germany, people under 18 are only allowed to work till 11. That's hilarious. Byron second goalie. Oh yeah, I already read that. Or they put Kane since he has goalkeeper stats. Yeah, they totally want their striker who's linking up play to play goalie. I get it. Neuer is a what's it called? He's a ball playing keeper, but bro, you should try CODM. Fun but rage inducing. Somehow was top 10,000 in North America. And Pokemon TCG, all about luck. The only game I have god luck in. The Pokemon TCG game. I think it's like, is it called Pocket or something? Pocket TCG? I don't remember. What's it called? I pulled one God pack and then I didn't play it ever since. I pulled like 2 Mewtwo's. It was hilarious. Oh, COD Mobile. Yeah, I played that a while ago. And I was like, okay. It felt a little like the gameplay wasn't really smooth. Nicholas Jackson can carry striker. Oh yeah. let's trust Nicholas Jackson. Byron's winger, Leonard Carl is a monster. Isn't he 16 as well? I think he's 17. But still applies, right? I don't think Byron will have a problem paying a 33,000 fine. They make that in like tenfold per game on tickets alone. So I don't know if I give a team rating. This team is a, I do have to take in mind that there is SPs out now, but these URs are still really strong. Like, they're still usable, so I give it like an 8, maybe an 8.25 out of 10. Right, we got Somado. Who says, this is my team, could you rate it? Right now I'm trying to get Komori, the Festival Trio, and the Kamameta SPs. What do you think about it, and do you have any tips? So that would be here, right? So this is your current team. So again, no lineup specialties. So we have 1, 2, 3 quicks. We have 1, 2 power. We have 1, 2 block. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 receive. So you just need to add in either somebody who can receive or another quick attack user. Honestly, what I would do is, even though this, no, it's kind of dumb. I would keep the, actually, 13,000. It's a bit of a hit you have to take. I would upgrade your Kita a little bit more and then take out Hirugami and probably become a receive team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So then I'd be a receive team, and then you can just take Kita out for Hirugami. Like, do the sub right away, so you get the middle blocker back into the lineup. I was considering a quick attack and for like Sakuza, but he's 23,000. You're gonna take like a 10,000 hit, which is way too much. At least 5,000 plus. You could probably make it up a little bit. Just to get that lineup specialty, so you're not at a 15% decrease to every team. And then this is your future team. So these 3, these 2, these 2. Yeah, I mean, if you're not getting the Beach Trio, like, it'd pretty much be the same thing, right? You'd still have a Tachiyama, you'd have Kamamedai, and then it's either Beach Trio or it's Festival Trio in terms of like the best power team. So yeah. What do I think about it? I think it is very good and is what you should do. If you can't do it, that'd be great. Oh my god, he did do it. Wow, would you look at that? I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Did I give a rating? I guess I'll just do it for this one because this is the one I was suggesting. This is like also an 8. I'll give it like an 8. What's up, Juju? I haven't played Fly High in a minute. Me neither. Actually, no, I've been playing, but like in terms of content, we're still gonna be doing 2 videos a week essentially. Well, not 2 videos. Yeah, it depends on the thing. So it'd be like team review Monday, it'd be stream Tuesday, it would be potentially video Wednesday. But the thing is this, the reason why I'm saying that is because the new banner comes out Wednesdays. But this Wednesday, I'm starting to stream at 5 p.m. Pacific, so the video probably won't come out till Thursday. Most likely. I don't know. It's gonna take a minute. Let's see. Give me the god pack instead. My username is Hans. Okay, we'll do yours next. Aren't Como doing that with Fabregas because he doesn't have any doesn't have all the coaching medals? Doesn't he have the license? Flame says I keep playing with random Minarimas that just chuck up contested threes and don't pass. Rip. Chris says my team sucks. What's Tottenham up to? Oh no, they play tomorrow. Oh, you're talking about your Haikyu team? Oh, okay. But your rivals, Arsenal, are up 1-0. Eze scored in the 36th minute. Assisted by Trossard, so it probably wasn't a corner, unless it was a set play from a corner. I will forever hate on Arsenal. So long as Arteta's in charge and that fucking set piece coach is there. Because they make football so boring. Let's see. Okay. Let me do the next user. So the next user is Hans. Let's see. That would be here. So they said, got the Beast Trio and not sure what group of SPs to go for next. Okay, so that is that the same? Washio, Bokuto, Eren, Iwai, Akashi, Ione. Yes, the same. We'll just look at it like this. Actually, hold on. What was your original? What was your question? Not sure what a group of SPs. So the Kamamedai SPs are probably the only one that makes sense. You could do Kurosuke Shima, but then getting the Kamamedai one after that, you would have 1, 2, 3. You would have 4 middle blockers. So I would choose between those two. Now Kurosuke Shima are literally coming out now, like this week and 2 weeks from now. So I would probably lean towards the Kamamedai one. And on top of that, you do get Kurai with the Hirugami, and the Kurai will be a fantastic character. So it looks like you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You do have the Fukurodani team bond, so that will help with Team Morale Awakening. You got these 3, and then Eren Iwaizumi is good as well. Honestly, you kind of know what you're doing, if I'm being totally honest. Is there anything else we can do here, though? Not really, because I was trying to see how can we get Komori in, but the thing is, you would have to bring in like Konoha, I think, because isn't Bokuto the only SSR and above wing spiker from Fukurodani? So I don't know, not really recommended in my opinion. So I think this is fine. The only thing is, why is Washio serving? Because you can still have what's it called? Like the libero can come in for the back row wing spiker, and you can have Eren serving. You can have Bokuto at slot 2, so that when the rotation happens, Haruki comes in for Eren instead of Bokuto. You can do Iwaizumi as well. It's really up to you. These two are in good positions. Like I would keep them there. It's just these 4. Like I would put Washio probably here. I think Eren here. Oh no, but you want Bokuto on the back, so maybe Bokuto here, Eren here, Washio here. Or maybe the other way around. And then you can do back row middle blocker maybe, because then remember Ione after he does his serve, if he gets taken off the court, he gives a boost to attack and defense technique for the team. So maybe do that. Maybe have your middle blocker back here, have Aaron stay here, have Bokuto serve, or Bokuto in slot 2 and Iwaizumi serve, and then back row middle blocker. And then when Washio comes in front, Ione will go into the back, and then Haruki can come in for the Ione so that he can provide his boosts. "16-year-old from Arsenal was kind of nice." Yeah, Max Dellman. Dude, the fact that any like teenager coming through gets compared to Yamal now, I'm like, bro, give it a rest. Give it a rest. Fabregas has ones now, he didn't in the beginning. Ah, I see. I put him there by accident, just now the middle blocker. I see. But I do like the team build, right? It's really built around the Beast Trio. Like, you do have the Fukurodani team on as well, so it's like, it's really, like, what you're doing is totally what you need to be doing. So in terms of a team rating, I think I'll give this one like a 7.75 though. It's just the quality of the SSRs compared to what there is in the game. It's really carried by the Beast Trio, but they're very nice complementary pieces, I will say that. Alright, so that was Hans. Next up we got Paxo FN. I'll do that in a second. Irwin17, I just pulled SP Akashi. Let's go. Will you be playing Kuroko's basketball later? Yes. So I'm streaming this for another hour. Then we're going to take a 3-hour break. I'm going to go eat, do all that fun stuff. Probably finish the editing for the Team Review YouTube video. And then at 6 p.m. Pacific, we'll be back with M. Dot, who will also be live at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And we'll play for probably 3 to 4 hours. At least that's the plan. It might go longer. I hope not, but we'll see. Okay, so what was his name? From Paxo. Oh yeah, M. Dot. We need to figure out the link and the QR code stuff, like in that 3-hour gap, by the way. Okay, so they said, "Hi, I'm a new player. I started playing 3 days ago. I'm pretty lost. I'm trying to get Shiratorizawa Team Bond. Any help will be appreciated." So the thing is with the Shiratorizawa Team Bond is that it's a really good team bond. It's probably the best, honestly, because it's awareness and strength, especially for power teams. The only thing is you want to do it with Ushijima. And the only thing is, I don't see Ushijima anywhere. So I don't know if you're planning on getting the UR one at some point. We don't know when the select recruit or if the rebanner is going to happen again. But there is an SP one. So if you're planning on getting the SP Ushijima long term, then it kind of makes sense, right? So you have Semi. I don't know if you chose Semi or not, or you just you just happen to get him. Chirabu is the better setter, in my opinion, especially if you are getting the UR Ushijima, because they have the deployable bond. They have the duo attack. But Semi's like, it's not terrible. You just could do better. Tendo being here is a necessity for the Shiratorizawa team bond. And then I would consider Ohira over Goshiki, because Ohira is power and receive, whereas Goshiki is only power. So it gives you a little bit of flexibility moving forward. Leftover, you have Nishinoya, Tanaka for their deployable bond. You have Hinata and Daichi for the Karasuno team bond. So I know it might feel like you're a little lost, but you're actually not that bad. The only thing is you don't have a line of specialty. You're one away from the power one. I would consider, I don't know, like, you would have to take out Daichi for a power type player. You don't have that at the moment. It's only Yamamoto, I think, and Kunimi. But in the future, take out Daichi, and then as soon as the game starts, sub in Daichi for that power player. But you're not doing too bad. It's just, again, the Shiratorizawa team bond, it does revolve around Ushijima. Unless you want to build like a busted Goshiki for whatever reason. Yeah. But it's not, again, it's not like you're in the worst position. Yeah, I think I would just get Goshiki here. Or sorry, Ohira here. 1, 2, 3, and then you would have to save the 4th for Ushijima. Okay, I'm still trying to figure out how to get above 90 points for rank. Oh yeah, because you have the same thing as MDOT, right? So what you need to do is you need to play normal matches. So go into normal matches, and then you can do 3v3s, you can do 2v2s. I think 1v1s work as well. And then you can, after each game, you should get +1 rep. And then that should get you to 90 after X amount of games. How does your rep even go down? So the problem that these users are having is that at game start, basically what we see is like the loading screen, then the players line up for the tip, then the 3, 2, 1, and the tip goes. But for these users, for whatever reason, there's a glitch where they're still stuck in the loading screen, and then for the first 10 to 15 seconds, like this happened a couple, actually no, this didn't happen yesterday with MDOT, but the game plays for 10 to 15 seconds, and the character that MDOT's using, or Juju's using, they're controlled by bots until they enter the game, but in that period, it counts as AFK, and then the game's like, you're not being very sportsmanlike, here's a deduction. And so it happens like pretty much every game. In terms of a team rating for this one, I'm probably gonna just give it like a average 5 out of 10. No lineup specialty, but there is quality and potential here. Okay, so that's Paxo done. Flame says Yamal could be the GOAT. He doing better than what Messi and Ronaldo were doing at his age. I think the only challenge might be Mbappe. Dude, Mbappe is being carried by the 2018 World Cup. Just putting it out there. When you get the chance, can you do mine? We'll do yours right now. Oh, you're active everywhere. Oh, it's like, is it hashtag in? No, it's in. That's on. Genius. In. Team reviews. Okay. Let's see. So tips on cheer squads and team review and future team. Best stats for potential. I improved my team from the last time my team got reviewed. I pulled for Bokuto and Washo and got both. I also have Tanaka as well. I'm starting to understand how team building works, but I'm still confused on what's the best for the substats for potential, okay? And I also don't know what cheer squad I should focus on that will improve my team. Also, I have plans for my future team or teams. Okay, so this is your current team. So it's, again, Fukurodani team bond with these two, which is good. All good. Again, Oikawa being here, maybe for the specialty. Is that why? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I see that. But what I would do is I would probably have Bokuto. I'd have Bokuto serve. Oh no, but you have Washi already. I'd probably have Konoha at slot 5. I'd have Oikawa at slot 6, Bokuto at slot 1. Azumane would end up at 2, Akashi at 3, Washu at 4, and then the libero comes in for the back row setter. I think that's probably what makes the most sense. Right, because then the Oikawa comes out, like you still get the line of specialty, but then Oikawa comes up for the libero. Because you want Akashi setting at all times, because the worst case scenario, I've experienced this in club contest and specialty trial, is if you enter Team Morale Awakening, you have 2 setters on the floor, and the set from Akashi the set to Bokuto does not go from Akashi, it goes from the other setter. Like that's the worst, because Bokuto's spike, like power, it's like just pure power, regardless if you score a point or not, that's up to the game. The power goes from anywhere from like 200 to 300,000 to 1 million. Now that's my Bokuto build, but you could get 3 times more power from the Akashi set over a different setter. So getting the second setter off the court would be probably ideal. You asked also for future teams, so let's do that first. So you already have these two and Nishinoya, so it's these 3. So you want to do Festival and these 2. So I think it's like I said before, it's a little bit redundant to have both of them, Oikawa and Akashi, but with the Libero, you could just sub one of them out and it's a little bit better at the very least. So there is that. This is a different team. So are you deciding between the 2, or are you planning on getting both? I'm assuming you're deciding between the 2. Which this is going to be a lot harder because you only have Nishinoya. So I don't know how your avenue to getting this. I don't know how that's going to be. But like this team is really good because like the Karai Hirugami, like even though it's like typically you would just look at them and be like, okay, they fit into any team, which is the case, they're also quick tagged. So their attack, well, I don't know about Karai's, but I'm pretty sure Hirugami's main attack is going to be quick attack, like his stat or whatever. So that's going to contribute, you know, to things that, you know, improve quick attacks, or like a certain percentage of their quick attack stat. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna help with that. Because I'm assuming, because I don't know his skills and stuff, like I haven't looked into it, but he should have quick attack related stuff. So both teams are good. This one is going to be harder for you to get though. That's the only thing. This one you already have half the team, so should be a little bit more doable. The timing of it though, I believe they'll come out in May, June, so it might be a little bit soon. And then you wanted to talk about what's the best for the substats on potential. So play around with the filters, because the filters in the potential screen, it tells you what can be a main stat and what can be a substat. So I'm pretty sure any stat in the game can be a substat, but there's only a certain few that can be a main stat in certain slots. So with that being said, whatever is like not in your main stat, you should try to aim for it to be in your substat. That would be useful. So awareness for power teams, even quick teams, it depends on the character, but usually it's more attack technique that you want to focus on. But awareness is the chance for critical plays, so spikes, sets. Strength is the multiplier for when there is critical plays. So if you have high strength and you get a critical spike, you should have a higher score. Power attack generally will just be good because strength will multiply your power attack. There's quick attack for quick attack users. Block is pretty self-explanatory. I believe spirit and reflex, so I think spirit is critical chance and reflex is the multiplier for defensive plays, so blocks and receives. If not, it's the other way around. What other stats are there? Set, serve, all these ones they're pretty self-explanatory, right? So typically you want to aim for not only strength, reflex, spirit, strength, awareness. You want to aim for them to be in your main stats and substats as percentages, because getting like a +4 versus 12% is going to be a lot. You're going to see more of a increase with the percentage than just the regular plus. But yeah, it's not really like too complicated. I think the only thing people find difficulties with is the 2-piece and the 4-piece. Like deciding what to do. So again, especially with Akashi Bokuto, like Bokuto, you want to build a little bit of awareness. Like try to get his awareness to maybe like 15%, and then the rest should go into strength. Like you should get your strength to like 30-40%. Because then with the Akashi set, the awareness isn't as necessary as the strength, because it's almost guaranteed to be a critical set. So then you want the multiplier as much as possible. All right, so in terms of a team rating, though, I'd probably give this team. It's pretty well balanced, right? You have the receives with these two. You have the blocking here. You got the offense as well. I think maybe you're missing one more blocker potentially, but it's not like the end of the world. I'd give this a 7.25. I think. Yeah, 7.25. My voice is already going. Jesus. All right, so that was that. Let's see. M. Dot, are you streaming later? He'll be live tonight. I'd be missing so many wide open shots on K and B, so that depends on your stat plus your timing. I'm pretty sure there's timing. Could I get a team review? Please name a same in Discord. We will do that next. Can you do my team review? We will do yours after. Arsenal 1-0. Yeah. He's going through some Haikyu Fly High team reviews right now, but I know he's itching to play K and B. It's in the back of his mind. It's actually not, because I'm so focused on this right now. But the moment the stream ends, that's when it'll come in. Who are you pulling for tonight? Trying to grind Akashi to get the last awakening from the assembly. This is very helpful and definitely better than 5 out of 10 for my last one. Let's go. I'll be grinding this non-stop until you're going to go live on Kuroko's. Let's go. Low-key want Kisei, but perfect copy is around the corner. I don't know what to do after maxing Mura. Please don't say he's around the corner. Please don't. Please don't do that, because the next character I want to pull is Kisei. And I've already spent way too much. Okay, so who was it? It was Wins a Lot. From, oh, if I could spell. Okay, Wins a Lot. Oh. There you go. So they said, starting at the beginning of the Sugawara SP banner, pulling for Suki tomorrow and then Kuro right after. Suki will replace himself. Kuro replaces Daichi, which makes sense because he's received tagged. Then going for the Oikawa trio to replace Akashi, Tanaka, and Eren. Long term, we'll get Kamen Duo for flexibility. If I'm being totally honest, sir, you pretty much did the review for me. Like, okay. Like, these two will get replaced by the Suki Kuro. These three will be replaced by the SPs, and then you can do the Kamameta duo. The only thing is, I think at that point you'd probably have Hirugami on the bench, because you already have 2 middle blockers here. Yeah, you'd have the 2 middle blockers here, and then you'd have Karai here instead of Sakuza, and then you would have Hirugami and Sakuza on the bench. And then if somebody gets tired, or if you want to use their ultimates, you can literally sub somebody out and put somebody in. So in terms of your future plan, you got it, dude. You got it. Let's see. Yeah, it's like this. The only thing is, yeah, you didn't put the Kamameta duo here. Technically, if you wanted to, you don't have to pull for the Kamameta duo, because Sakuza and Komori are still gonna be really good at that point. But again, you said for flexibility specifically, so it's like, if you want to, you can. But your current team, yeah, I mean, you have, the only thing you're missing, I guess technically, would be the Karasuno team bond, but do you need it here? Not really. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. No, I was gonna, oh, whoops. I was gonna say you could maybe take out the Akashi for Kageyama and get the team bond, but he's helping towards the line of specialty. Keep your team the same, do your future plan. That was pretty easy. So in terms of the team rating, I'm gonna give you a, I think 7.25, maybe 7.5. It's got everything. It's got receives with these two, or these three, I should say. It's got offense with these two, plus Akashi. It's got blocking. Yeah, I gave it 7.5, but like this is a 10. So you'll be fine. And then after. Okay, who is it? It was Sir Tablespoons from. Okay, there's a paragraph. So a newer player, and this is my team. Please rate it out of 10, and how should I improve on it short term? Confused on who I want to save for also. Starting the game, I knew I want Kenma on my team, but after I started, his banner was over and his SP version 2 was already announced, so I figured I'd wait for that one. Second pick is one team I'd drawn up but was unsure who I'd put in the last 2 slots for 6 and 5. When the third pick has Sugawara, considering I pulled him and I like the idea of pairing the firework duo with Tanaka Yamamoto because of the debuffs. Any thoughts on both team ideas? Oh, that's actually, yeah, that's a good way to think about it, because the amount of debuffs you're putting on the opponent would be quite a lot. So okay, so this is your current team. This is the team with the Kenma and these two and Lev, but no Kurosuke. This one is the one with Kurosuke. And then this one is a mix. No, wait, no, this is the same one. This is the same one? Oh, this is the one with Sugawara, I see. I would lean this one. I would lean towards this one because you have the setter here. You don't need the Sugawara. This one... Nah, the Kurai Hirugami, though. I will say this one's more fun. So if you're torn and you want my opinion on which one's more fun, I'd say this one's more fun. This one, like, it works. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have the Nakama team bond, so yeah, like that one works. This one, if I had to rank them, I'd say like this is number 1 for me. This one's number 2, and then this one's number 3. So in terms of your current team, though, getting there is going to take a lot. But your team right now is a receive team, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just the quality is not quite there. But you do have the receives, you have the blocking, and you do have like the offensive, like you have people to hit. It's just the quality of the players aren't as high. But again, newer account, right? So like it's totally understandable. But in terms of team building for now and the future, it looks like you know what you're doing. Suggestions for right now. Again, oh no, it looks like you do need the Kenma, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I was gonna say take one of the setters out. Yeah, maybe at match start, actually. Yeah, at match start, try to get a character that can probably be a strong offensive player, and just sub the Kenma out immediately for that player who's on your bench. That way you keep the lineup specialty, and then you get the offense with the Sugawara being your setter. He's the better setter out of the two, so you want to keep him on the court. So that's the only thing. Like, who that player is, though, that's up to you. If you want to wait for a UR, you could do like a Ushijima. Probably Sakuza would be like the best one because he is also receive tagged. So it gives you maybe a little bit more flexibility there. Then you don't have to actually sub the Kenma out. You can start the Sakuza. But pretty much anybody who's like really good offensively can come in for the Kenma. If they're receive tagged, they can start. If they're not, they can just come on off the bench. Let's see. Second pick is one team I drawn up but unsure who I put in the last 2 slots, 6 and 5. I wonder why that's a question mark. Because if you're gonna get Kenma and Lev, you should do it with the Tanaka and the Yamamoto. That's why I like this team. Because you have all 4, and then you have Tsukikuro as well. So in terms of a team rating, I give this one a 7.25 out of 10. Now let me read the chat. Apparently my Fury ult is better now after upgrading him. Yo, didn't know it could get better. I just need some validation. Oh, I see. If I miss Ushijima, do I have enough attack power? Oh, that was your last one. Shoot, what was your thing? Sorry, I'm reading the chat too slowly. Oh, if you miss Ushijima, who would you have then? You would have Kuro, Suki, and Iwaizumi. Yeah, you'd have enough. Because you would have Sakuza, Iwaizumi, and Tsukishima. You'd have enough. Are the banner dates being affected futurely with a year anniversary too? Honestly, we don't know. Everything can change in like a second. I'm getting tired of playing Yukio every game. Yeah, Yukio's a pain in the ass. Has anyone played with Imayoshi? No idea. Is that even doable as free-to-play, pulling Fireworks Duo and Festival Trio? Planning on getting SP Oikawa SR2? Probably not with the SR2. It depends on how many diamonds in your pity is. M Dot's heading out. Gonna head out, got some errands to run before the stream. See ya laters. Flame says, I'm back to team leader floor. You're getting closer to me. So convert Suki to attack instead of block. I would build his potentials probably 4-piece block and then 2-piece for quick attack. You know what I mean? You gonna be live for 1 hour, or are you still gonna be live in an hour? So I'm gonna be live for another 45 minutes, and then I'm gonna end the stream, and then after 3 hours, I'll come back on for KNB. So you guys get a 3-hour break. You guys can go eat. You guys can go take a nap. You guys can go do your homework, and then we'll be back in 3 hours. All right, so that was wins a lot, and then now it's I don't even know because he's been waiting for a while. Oh, I didn't spell that right. Let's see. So they said, hi, this is my current team and I don't know what to do with it. I got SP Bokuto on total accident. Now I don't know what to do. So the thing is with the SP Bokuto, like you need to get into Team Morale Awakening for him to be as effective as possible. If you can't do that, like the only way you can really do it with this Bokuto specifically is with the SP Akashi, especially at skill res 2, the Fukurodani Team Bond, and Ione. Now you don't have any of that going on. So what does that mean? Then by default, you need a team around him that is strong enough to hold their own until Team Morale Awakening happens. Now looking at your team here, you have Sakuza, you have Kurai, I'm assuming Kiyotani comes out for the Libero, and you have Tendo. I would say if your middle blocker was like the UR Kuro or even the SSR Tsukishima, which is on the bench, and they had an ultimate attack, you should be able to be fine at that point, because then everybody can run through their ultimate while Bokuto's waiting for Team Morale Awakening. The Team Morale Awakening happens, boom, he spikes, he hits, and then typically for me, Team Morale Awakening happens twice in a match. I don't know if that's going to be the case for everybody because I do have Team Morale Awakening stuff going on in my team. So in that case, when Bokuto does his ultimate and he's in Team Morale Awakening, then the cooldown for your other characters is happening. And then when he exits Team Morale Awakening, or if you need more ultimates for the other characters, like they should get it by the time his spike is done. You know what I mean? So it's like a cycle. So looking at your team, that should be fine. It should be the case. If it's not, you might have like one turn where you don't have an ultimate to use offensively. So that's why I'm saying maybe you might want to replace the Tendo with the middle blocker that has an offensive one. I think it's Suki. I think Suna has one, and I know the UR Kuro has his A quick attack. So something like that. But you can still, like, you could essentially still build a team. Like, you could keep these two, Sakuza, Komori, and then for your other 1, 2, 3, 4 positions, you could build a team with like the Festival Trio, for example. You could get the SP Oikawa with Ushijima and Iwaizumi, or it just maybe one of them, and Bokuto can still be in this team and he'll still be effective. You just have to wait longer for him to be effective because you don't have the other pieces, right? But it's not like the end of the world. Honestly, it'd be a bigger problem if you got the SP Akashi by himself, because the Bokuto, again, you just need your other guys to do stuff in the meantime. With the SP Ione, you just need other middle blockers to pretty much to get the most out of him. Like, you don't necessarily need Bokuto and Akashi because he supports them more than they support him. So then in that case, the Ione would just fit in with other middle blockers, you know what I mean? How about getting Hirugami? The only issue with Hirugami is that he's the same thing as Tendo, but he's just a better version of Tendo, where he's really good defensively, and he also provides support for your team in terms of boost. But again, the issue is offensively with Bokuto. Can you last till Team Morale Awakening is the big question. If you can do that, then you can definitely get the Hirugami. Like, if you can do that with Sakuza and Korai, you can definitely just get Hirugami and just rock out until Bokuto gets there. So in terms of team rating, I don't really like Atsumu as the setter, to be honest, because he is, again, a quick attack setter. These guys all like awareness and strength, and he doesn't. So I'm still gonna give it like a decent 7.5, 7.75. Just because the balance is there between offense, blocking, and receiving. It's just the cohesion of it all is not really there. All right, so we have done all the team reviews in the chat, at least I think. Is there anybody that I missed, or is there anybody in the chat that wants me to review their team? Because otherwise, I'm just going to start picking and choosing. Let me read my DMs. Oh, I see. So why did they only give it to us? What's your guys' usernames in Discord? I need your username so I can get to it easily. You know what's interesting? So the reason why I was like looking, like MDOT was messaging me. So basically, for those of you who are playing KNB, you should have noticed that the follow tab was now available for people. So what that meant is for content creators, because there's a little thing going on, that essentially it's like a competition. I don't know if I can share this on stream. I'm not going to, but I will read it out. So basically, there's a live stream component and there's a video component. So for live streaming, so it says live stream your gameplay of Kuroko's Basketball Street Rivals on a platform for a chance to receive in-game item rewards. So if I actually do it, they'll give me diamonds. So it says participation reward 500 diamonds. That's pretty cool. But it says the like there's a couple like what's it called? Not restrictions. Requirements that need to happen. So like the title needs to be like specific to that. The there's a bunch of other stuff, but it says that after a couple of days, which it has passed now, there should be a link and a QR code on stream that should be accessible to you guys to download the game. So that's what we just received today. The only thing is I have no idea how to get this QR code on the screen. And looking at the live stream like document, excuse me, looking at the live stream document, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 users that have been provided a QR code. So I don't know what's going on there. Maybe they're still sorting it out. I don't know. But there's that. And then so that's the live stream one, and then there's like a video one specifically. And that one is basically views dependent. So if you guys have anybody to share my videos with, again, the QR code will be present. The link will be in the description to download the game. But for the YouTube video specifically, I need you guys, for the KNB ones that I release in the future, I need you guys to share it with people. I need you guys to spread it as much as you can. So in other Discord servers, if you have cousins and people that might like the game, share it to them so that they can get a taste, and then I can win stuff. And then that's just the beginning of it. There should be like a system where in the future they give me like codes to do giveaways, and then you guys can win diamonds as well. Hopefully. I'm assuming this is like a trial period just to see how the creator space kind of goes. Okay, so let's do from Mog. Nope, I did that wrong. Oopsies. Is this the one you want me to do? Because this is only a future one. Alright, so you said, is this team good to go for? I have Komori, Sakuza, and Bokuto currently. And Akashi for sure. What would be an alternative? So you have these 4? Like, do you have the Akashi? I got Akashi and I own it. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're just wondering what to do here? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I would just do this. Because that's what I'm planning on doing anyways. And I don't see another option that would be like so much better than the Winter Sports duo of these two that I'm like, I would rather do that. So honestly, I would just do it. You already have 4 of them anyways. Or 5 of them, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would just go for these 2. That's what I'm gonna do. You have like my team, essentially. But if there was an alternative, Kurosuke Shima. But the issue is Kurosuke Shima is coming out now, and you don't have the resources now. So there's really nothing else you can do. I guess you could get the Iwaizumi. You can get the Tendo maybe, but they don't have their bonds because you need the twins and you need Oikawa Ushijima. You know what I mean? So it's like, I would just say this is the safe bet. If you really wanted to wait, you can maybe do like Tanaka Yamamoto. Don't know how viable that is, or maybe the Kenma, the Kenma version 2 or the Lev. But yeah, this, I would just do this. I mean, this is what I'm gonna do, literally. So Little Demon 291, what is your Discord username? And in the meantime, we will do Lozar. Alrighty, so hi, I've been playing for 2 months. Please write my team and give some advice on who to focus on getting for the future. Thinking about getting Akashi's SP and was thinking to get someone from the Oikawa trio. Don't know that I can get all 3 though, which one I should go for. Also, is Sakuza, Komori, or Kageyama worth getting on rebanner? Tanaka, okay, that's fine. Updated team further down. So the Sakuza and the Komori are both worth it. If I had to choose one, I would go Komori. So just letting you know. You do want to pick up, I think it was 2 of the 3 or just 1 of the 3. Someone from the Oikawa trio, don't know that I can get all 3. So because you already have Akashi, I would say you don't need Oikawa. I would lean towards one of Ushijima or Iwaizumi. On their own, I'd probably go Ushijima. So there's that. But other than that, like, I think you're fine. Right? You got the offense, you got the receiving, you got the blocking, like. So I would say Ushijima from the trio, and I would say at the very least Komori for the rebounder. If you can get both Sakuza Komori, I would do both. All right. So in terms of a team, oh, that's not the right one. In terms of a team rating, I'd probably give this a. Let's see. Isn't an 8 out of 10? Maybe like a 7.75 out of 10. It's close to an 8. Okay, so it's just a little demon. I could type. Okay, Lil Demon says, I want to go for the SP Oikawa trio and Tendo. I have 9,000 gems and 6 tickets. Can I still save up for the trio, mostly free to play? I don't know. Okay. I don't know if you can get all of the trio. But I'm like, why? You have Sugawara as a setter, you have Akashi as a setter, you're gonna pick up Oikawa as a setter? It just doesn't make sense. Like, why are you picking up so many SP setters? But at the very least, like Ushijima, Tendo, and Iwaizumi, like around these 2 setters, that would make some sense. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I would say probably no to the Oikawa at the very least. But the other ones, well, those are pretty good options for your team. Now, can you get them though with 9,000 diamonds at the moment? And they're coming out in like 2 months time roughly. I don't know if you'll get all 3 of Ushijima, Iwaizumi, and Tendo. I would prioritize Tendo and Ushijima at that point. Sorry, I'm just got distracted. I accidentally pulled both. I don't know how you accidentally did it twice. But at least having him, like, Akashi is good. The Sugawara is like very situational, but the Akashi generally in power teams, like, you'll be fine with using him over like an Oikawa, for example. So it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. In terms of a team rating, you got the blocks down at the very least. There's that. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. The offense is there as well. It's just the receiving. It's only Yaku really. I think I give this like a 7.5 out of 10. Oh, this is your dream team. Yeah, I don't know if you can get all of them though. That's the only issue. Because team-wise, this is great. Like, this is absolutely fine. But in terms of, like, can you get it, though? I don't think so. Let's see. Can you please... What the heck? English isn't great here, but Discord is... Okay, hold on. I saw somebody else's name. Can you do mine? My username is D. From... You didn't post one. Is that the wrong Dean? Is it this Dean? Probably this one. Alrighty. Okay, so this is a power-based team. You have the Kamamedai duo. You have Oikawa Ushijima. You have the Tendo Ushijima bond, which is deployable. And you have Nishinoya to boost power teams, players-ish. Honestly, in terms of your current team, I wouldn't change anything in regards to like positioning, because everything here makes sense to me. I wouldn't change like I wouldn't like short term change anything, but I'm just thinking like long term, like you could upgrade the 4 URs to all their SPs if you can afford it. But at the very least, I would probably lean towards the Oikawa Ushijima upgrade versus the Kamamedai upgrade. But yeah, other than that, like I would just look to make this team a better version of itself rather than change your team in the future. So just upgrading all, like pretty much, actually no, yeah, everybody here has an SP. I just realized the Nishinoya has one, Oikawa Ushijima, Tendo, Hirugami Kurai, they all have SPs, but if I had to choose which ones, I would say definitely Oikawa Ushijima. The Nishinoya can stay. Try to get him to skill res 2 with your select recruit tickets, just so he consumes less stamina. The Tendo is not really necessary, especially with the Hirugami. Like I would choose maybe one of the two, and if you can't get Kurai, that'd be great, but if you can't, not the end of the world. So in terms of our team rating, I'd give this like an 8 out of 10. Yeah, like a solid 8, just considering that SPs are out. Let's see. Name in Discord is non-new. Oh, wait, no, yours is in the upcoming YouTube video. I'm editing it right now. I did do yours. I added you. Like this is the stream. Your YouTube video or your team review is going to be in the YouTube video that's coming out tomorrow or tonight. Non-win. I think that's how you spell that or pronounce that last name. Flames is heading out. Gonna go eat. Sounds good. Yeah, I need to eat. So I did yours. Maxi said I just posted another for my team now. You're Mog, right? Let's see your rotation, Mr. Mog. Rotation. Let me think. So we want Ione to serve relatively soon. So I think Ione at slot 3. I would swap Akashi Kurai. So literally just like, you know what I mean? And then that's fine. So just swap the 2 middle blockers, and then swap Akashi Kurai, and then I'd probably have your Libero come in for the back row middle blocker. And then yeah, it doesn't really matter which one you have serving between these two, just one or the other. Is there anybody else? We have 20 minutes left in the stream. Okay. Alrighty. So, can you guys see that? Yes, you can. So we have the SP Akashi with the UR Bokuto. We have Hinata, Kurai, Sakuza, Nishinoya, Suna. Okay, so that's pretty much the team. So even though this Akashi and this Bokuto don't technically work together in terms of their like full compatibility, this Akashi, the way they made it so that it described Bokuto without specifically saying Bokuto, which means that it will still work with this Bokuto, for example. But if you did want to get the most out of this Bokuto, you would need this Akashi. Just putting it out there. But because this one's better, it still works, is what I'm trying to say. In terms of the rest of your team, you are power based, which is nice. You have Suna blocking, you have Hinata in the back, you have Kurai, Sakuza in the back. So the only thing I would change your positioning. put Sakuza here, put Kurai here, because Sakuza's ultimate gets a boost when he's in the back row. Kurai's ultimate gets a boost when he's in the front row. So we want Kurai in the front row as soon as possible, so I put him at slot 5, and I'd put Sakuza at slot 1, so he stays in the back row. And then I guess one other thing I would change, I would swap Akashi and Bokuto, so that Akashi, when he's in the front row, he can use his setter dump more often, whereas Bokuto doesn't matter whether he's in the front or the back. Where's middle blocker at? Right here. Suna can block. So for your team, I would just say, like, yeah, just change the rotations. In terms of characters to pull, I mean, SP Bokuto's gone now, so obviously you can't do that. But with this Akashi, you can just pretty much build any power team. Like, this Akashi is going to help with Sakuza and Kurai. Like, he's going to make them even better. So, like, the only thing is the middle blocker position, like getting a more dedicated one, whether that's a Tsukishima SP, Kuro SP, Tendo SP. I don't think you can get the Aone, but Aone would be decent as well. Hirugami, if you want to get the Hirugami Kurai in the future. So just focus on middle blockers for now, because offensively, especially if you are free to play, you can use this team for a long time with these 4 characters. In terms of a team rating, I'd probably give this like a... Is it an 8? Maybe like a 7.75. I think if you had one of the duos, because you have these guys by themselves. If you had one of the duos, then maybe. Kurai need to switch? Yeah, that's what I said. Alrighty, is there anybody else? We got 15-ish minutes. So if you haven't already, make sure you leave a like on the stream. Make sure you click follow or subscribe depending on what platform you're on. Join the Discord so you guys can submit your teams. Link is in the description. It's in the bio for people on TikTok. You just have to export the link to your local browser, because for some reason the integrated browser on TikTok doesn't let you join the Discord. Hey bro, please rate my team. Sure. That would be here. So please suggest a team and rotation. Sounds good. So the positions you have right, in my opinion, right now are Hirugami and Sakuza. Now you could have Sakuza in slot 1, but there's, I would say don't, for a couple of reasons. So both Kageyama and Kenma have a setter dump, so you want one of them in slot 3, which Kenma is. So your front row, in my opinion, is good. The back row, though, I would have Kageyama at slot 1 because he has a serve ability, specifically when he serves. I would put Hinata at slot 6 because we want him to stay in the back row for as long as possible, because he has the receive ability, where if he performs a receive, your entire team receives 12% of, is it plus 12 or 12% of basic stats increase. So that's why you want Hinata at 6, and you want Kurai at 5, because again, like I said earlier, he has the Omni ability, so he can get a he can technically use like an ultimate for the receive, and then as the game goes on, he'll rotate into the front, and then his ultimate gets a boost when he's in the front row. So the front row is completely fine. Just put Kageyama at 1, Hinata at 6, Kurai at 5. That's pretty much it. You're the best streamer ever. Don't say that. I also have SP Nishinoya and Aone. Oh yeah, I didn't even see that. Honestly, I'd still keep this team. I would maybe consider the Aone over the Hirugami, but the thing is the Hirugami provides a buff offensively, whereas the Aone is just better defensively with the block. So I think it depends on the situation. Just remember with Aone's serve, like for example, if you get to a point where maybe you sub out the Hirugami and maybe put Aone for the serve, is that he gives another boost when he gets subbed out. So you might want to consider you have to do a double sub essentially. You would have to sub Hirugami out for Aone and then sub out Aone back for Hirugami, or like for a different player maybe. So in terms of a team rating, I'd give this one a 8.5 out of 10. First time chatter from Salted Popcorn. Sure. What should I do to improve my team and future banners to save for? So this is pretty much my team, except you have the Oikawa instead of the Ione. So to improve your team, again, rotationally, there's a lot of changes that need to be here. So the only one that's like really in the right position is Hirugami and I guess Sakuza. But I would keep Hirugami at 4. I would swap these two. I'd put Oikawa at 1 and I put Sakuza at 2, just so you can use Oikawa's serve like immediately. I would put Bokuto at 6. I would put Kurai at 5 and I put Akashi at 3. So Akashi can use the setter dump. Kurai starts in the back. He can receive using the Omni ability. He can get the ultimate boost when he rotates into the front. Bokuto's in the back row. You can then what's it called? You can take advantage of his receive ability, and then Oikawa does his serve ultimate, and then your libero can come for the back row setter. That is pretty much it. Future banners to save for, I would say the SP Kamameda duo. You do have a single slot technically available with Oikawa. Don't need to really change anything. I would say, especially if you're free to play, I would just save for the SP Kamameda duo. So in terms of team rating, I'd also give this one probably an 8.5 out of 10. RH. Power / quick team late game. Oh, we got a lot of shit going on here. In your personal opinion, is it better to use power or quick late game? This is an old screenshot. Now I have 100k diamonds. Holy shit. God damn. Whoa. What the heck? Why do you have 4 tabs or 8 tabs open? Anyways. Let's see. So it's Inarizaki with these 4, and then Tsukishima 1, 2, 3, 4. So Tsukishima completes the quick attack team, and then Iwaizumi's just here, Komori's just here. So the Komori being here is good. Tsukishima being here for the team bond is good, and then Iwaizumi's the only one. I would try to get a better hitter here. So either like upgrade this Iwaizumi to like max, like level 80 and like all that kind of stuff, or try to get a UR/SP character that is like really good offensively. So Sakuza, Bokuto, Ushijima, Kurai, somebody like that, just so that they can help offensively. Because right now the only ultimates I believe is Osamu, and I think Tsukishima, but he's in the back. Okay, and then future team. So this is Festival, Trio, Komori's just chilling with Tendo and those guys. Okay, and then there's the quick attack version, I guess. Okay, so I would say, in my opinion, the Oikawa trio is stronger than the twins, but the Tsukikuro together might be stronger than the Kurai Hirugami in terms of blocks anyways. And then this one you also have Sakuza left over, so it's like Sakuza, Komori, they're still strong enough. So I would probably lean towards this team personally, but you can't really go wrong either way. Also, you have to remember the twins have the bond with Tendo, so that also works in your favor. For now, all accounts have Sakuza and well built. Power team 160k. Sounds good. Yeah, the power, like when it comes to like team ratings and stuff, like I don't really care too much about power. That just kind of tells me where you're at with your account. I guess in terms of like which one I think is better, if we take a look at the little triangle here or the diamond, power counters receive and quick counters block. I think in the future you're going to see more block teams than receive, so quick might be the better team. Just kind of using that logic. But again, regardless, like that doesn't mean that this is going to be bad by any means. Did I give a rating? I don't remember if I did. I'll give this one a 7.25 out of 10. All right, if that was the last team, I think we will just end it there. Sorry, 2:51. I mean, it's 9 minutes. I think everybody's switching over to K&B right now. I think everybody who was in the stream earlier is starting to grind. So that will be it for today's stream. Or today's stream. For this stream. We will be back in 3 hours doing Kuroko's Basketball Street Rivals. Again, the link to the live stream is already posted on my channel. So it's already there. It's already scheduled for 6 p.m. So make sure you guys join in later if you're interested in that. The support for that is actually really good. A lot better than I expected. We're like averaging like 30 viewers per stream, which is a lot more than I expected. So yeah, we'll do that. Good. Rest of your day won't be turning into K&B because it will be 2 a.m. for me then. Yeah, I don't think I'll be like live for that long. Maybe like 3 hours, 4 hours. It really just depends when M.Dot goes offline. What do you think about the upcoming Tsukishima Kuro banner? I think they're doing it way too early. And it's really not fun. But there is the coaching update and the other update, the joint competition. So I'm interested to see what that is. We will be... So for the people who aren't going to be tuning in for the K&B stream, the Haikyu stream tomorrow will probably be at 5 p.m. Pacific. So it's going to be pretty late for the people overseas. That's going to be around, I think, yeah, like 2 a.m., 1 a.m. So the thing is, I'm not pulling for Tsukishima, so it's not going to be like a stream like that where you like can't miss it. I'm still going to like upload a video. It'll be a short one, just like quickly recapping the new stuff. But yeah, and then afterwards we'll go into K&B again, because K&B is the game to play right now in terms of gachas in this community and all that fun stuff. Because honestly, right now I'm not playing like another game. I have a PlayStation, I have a Switch, I have PC. I'm playing K&B right now. Let's see. JHXYS says I sent a thread. Sure, let's do yours real quick. Why not? Just for show and tell, rate my team. Let's see. I think you're just actually, I think it's just your rotation. I think maybe like, let's see. So Hinata at 6 is fine. I do Hirugami 4, Karai 5, Oikawa 3, Bokuto 2, Sakuza 1. Back row wing spiker. Probably. Actually, no, because you don't have Akashi, I might consider like the back row wing spiker, like have Bokuto at 1 and Sakuza at 2. Because then by the time he comes back in, you might be on your second Team Morale Awakening, so the timing of it might be better. You might have to experiment with that. Future team is these two with these two. So no, you're not completing the trio. So no Ushijima here, which kind of makes sense. Yeah, I can see it. I give this like an 8.5. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, an 8.5. It was if Akashi was here, I'd probably give it like an 8.75. Now we got people piping up within chat. All right, we'll we'll do one last one. Hi Rojo, loving the team reviews, loving the content. Thank you very much. This is a picture of what my team is now compared to what I plan for my future team. I do not have any SP characters yet. Do you have any tips on who to prioritize pulling first? Also, what do you think about the future team? Okay, so you have a receive type team with the twins and Kita and Daichi. Kurai, Sakuza. Pretty good. The only thing that's missing here is a middle blocker. Like a dedicated one. Like nobody's blocking here other than Kurai. And with that being the case, I would actually have Kurai at slot 4. At the very least, he can use his Omni ability for blocking. It's going to help a little bit, but again, having a dedicated middle blocker would be better. Sakuza's fine there. Komori's fine there. Daichi and Kita are fine there. I would take Komori out for the back row opposite hitter. And then I might swap... I'd shift everybody over left here. So Atsumu's 2, Osamu's 3, Kurai's 4. Back row opposite hitter. The libero comes in, and then these two stay on the court. Your future team is Kuro Sugishima, so they're coming out now. And then it's going to be potential. Okay, these two are going to be difficult because we don't know when they're coming out. Their rebounders might be sooner rather than later. We don't know. So this is a bit of a question mark, the right side, but these 4 here are really solid. And then Komori is going to work as well. And then in the meantime, if you don't have the Hinata, you can still put in your Sakuza and that'll be fine. Because Sakuza is also power and receive. But again, yeah, ideally you would want these 4. These 4 are really good. Because as you can see, there's Sun and Moon here. There's Fireworks Festival, there's Brain and Control Tower, there's Sakura. That's 4 bonds between 4 characters. I think I'll get the Akama Meta, SP, and Jazz trio. Yeah, that makes sense. So in terms of prioritizing, like literally you're gonna have to prioritize Kuro Sugishima, of course. And then I would start saving at that point because either the rebounders for these will happen or these 2 will come out eventually. So then you would have enough for these 2. And then hopefully the rebounders come out after that. So in terms of team rating, I'd give this a 7.75. It's got all the bonds. It does what it needs to do. You're just missing a middle blocker. I kind of want Hinata to be my opposite. Yeah, that makes sense. Are you still going down? Well, it's 2:59. Now we're ending stream. Now we're ending stream. I'm going to go eat. I'm going to go finish editing that video. Going to do a quick reset. And then we'll be back in 3 hours for some more Kuroko's basketball. Alrighty. I will see you guys later tonight. And if you're not gonna be in the stream tonight, then I hope you have a good night, and maybe we'll see you in the tomorrow stream. Alrighty.